The last question is, so what's next? Now there's of course the BBVA relationship, shall we call it. You talked about potential new product. How easy is it for you to launch something very new? You've got the investment now. You're going to scale, so it's mainly the US. When are you going to go international? Could you please just give us a brief glimpse of how bright the future for Simple?
Oh, it's very bright, and I think the best way to describe it is a lot more of the same. The same in the sense of, the culture is not changing. The company is growing by leaps and bounds, and so just managing that growth is kind of what we're focused on. But and of course growing the customer base as well. But in terms of the core vision, the core mission, none of that is changing. What is happening is that we are expanding that, and we now have, as you said, with BBVA as a partner, we have the ability to think much more broadly and do a lot of the things that Josh and I kind of dreamt about 4 or 5 years ago. But now we have the scale and the resources to be able to achieve that. But still, to a large extent, we have to walk before we run. And in the scale of the US market, we are still a very small organization. And a lot of the next few years is just going to be about growing larger, but also just growing up and scaling the organization. And I think that is both our challenge and our opportunity. There is making sure that we keep that culture and the vision alive as the company gets larger. And if we succeed at that, whatever we do, I'm sure we'll do great at it.
How soon do you think I'll be able to have access to the platform from the UK or from Europe?
Not in the immediate future. We have a long way to go in just the US before we look at other international markets. But even from our earliest days, we had a lot of people, even early on in our sign-up list, who were from across the globe, and it was a sort of surprise to us in many ways, because we thought that the US was a uniquely screwed up banking market, and that across the world banks were in general better. And this is true, but we also realized that our core mission is something that even banks across the globe are not delivering, right? Okay, they may not have the same business model of like charging a lot of fees to their customers and confusing them to make money, but in that they're not negative, but they're just zero. They still haven't gone to the extent of saying, how can we get into the digital age, and especially the mobile age, and deliver something new to to customers. And customers want that. So there's definitely a large global opportunity, but we have a ways to go before we get there.
Shamir, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Christophe.